Trevor, who will be doing the risks and challenges, and then we have Stephen, who will be doing the advice on Facebook. So just to show of hands, how many people use Facebook on a daily basis? Great. So you guys are part of the 2 billion people that use Facebook monthly. And of these 2 billion people, 29.7% are aged 25 to 34. So if any of you guys are planning to start a business and use Facebook, this would be your main target demographic. So although Facebook had the most active users, they are placed second, just under LinkedIn and Twitter coming in at third. So according to Walter Kluwer's survey, which was conducted of 800 accountants, 78% use Facebook, but not exactly for business purposes. And the ones that do, only 18% use it for business purposes. And as you can see from this graph, it's not very popular with accountants, as there's only a 6% increase from 2013 to 2014. And Joan will be talking about the benefits of Facebook.
Thank you, Justin. So I'm going to be talking about 3 main Facebook benefits. And the first one is that Facebook provides low-cost marketing schemes. And it's only a fraction of other social media costs. And Facebook allows you to have a set budget on how much money you want to spend on your marketing for your page. And the next one will be Facebook targets audiences. They help you with by using Ads Manager. It will help you filter out the interests and the demographics of every individual. Like on the picture, this is the broad. So from 180 million people, you can go to narrow down to about 100 people there. And the last benefit is that Facebook creates a very interactive community. So businesses can post on photos, videos, and they can also live stream broadcast. And Facebook Live isn't really used much for accountants right now because it was implemented very recently, like last year. But on the right here, it basically shows how you can comment and you can show your reaction with emojis and basically ask questions with the business company on the person that you're talking to. And you'll wonder, how did business measure the effectiveness on Facebook? So you can measure it by the sales, the amount of likes of the company, and they have an app called Ads Manager. Basically has a section called Facebook Insight that allows you to show the statistics of everything. So it would be like the action on the page, how many people are looking at your pages, and basically reaching out to videos and looking at that. And now I'll pass it to Tanvir for the company examples.
Thank you, Joan. My name is Tanvir, as Joan previously said, and I'll be talking about company examples on Facebook. So here I have a list of big firms and small firms on Facebook, and generally they use Facebook in the same way. The only difference being their number of followers and the frequency of their posts. For example, KPMG has just over 260,000 followers, whereas this accounting firm I found, Davidson & Company LLP, which is a local firm located on Granville Street in Vancouver, has 241 likes on Facebook. So you can tell that's quite a difference in likes on their page. And these are just a list of some other smaller firms I found as well. So how do these firms use Facebook? Generally, they use the 5 C's of accounting, which are command, contest, cause, cost, and connect. And Davidson and Company LLP, which is a small firm I talked about earlier, I found like lots of good examples on their page of them using these 5 C's. Command and costs. What does this entail? Well, essentially, any firm posting on Facebook related to accounting is demonstrating these 2 C's. Basically, command is posting anything relevant to your target audience, in this case accounting, and cost is taking advantage of Facebook as an inexpensive format of advertising. And it's also important to note that Facebook has a paid form of advertising where you can promote your page more effectively. This is an example I found, which is not exactly an accounting firm. It's just a group of accountants together that post jokes and relevant articles, and they have become very popular in the accounting world recently because they not only attract a lot of accountants and their target audience by posting jokes, but they do post very important articles occasionally as well. Cause. This is the 3rd C in the 5 C's of Facebook, and it refers to supporting a cause or making donations in your community to establish yourself within the community. And once again, using Davidson and Company LLP, they had posts about running for the cure, which is they're supporting finding a cure for breast cancer. So they went for, as a company on this run. And they had several other good examples of supporting causes on their page, such as the Heart and Stroke Run, the Cooper Side Run, and this is a very good way to engage in your community and reach out to your target audience. The 4th C is contest. And firms can basically reach out to their audience and draw them in using contests. That's what this C refers to. And a good way firms use Facebook to do this is they say, if you like our post, if you share our post, and if you tag people in our post, you'll get more enters into this contest to win a certain prize related to their audience. And through this, they can really reach out to more people in their audience, making their current audience tag people in their posts, share their posts. And the last C is the most important C. It basically encapsulates the other C's as well. It is connect. And a good example here, once again, using Davidson and Company LLP, they just were trying the example of all these C's, is they had like an information session posted, and they said, looking forward to connecting. That's one of the best examples I found. They basically had a link to where their CPA information session would be and what it would entail, and all their followers could come in and connect with them. Thank you for listening to the. Sorry, I'll pass it on to Jasper for this.
I'm Jasper. I'm going to talk to you about the risks and challenges of using Facebook for a business. I have divided my part into 4 topics. There are legal risks, purpose, costs, and challenges. First, using Facebook for a business will result in copyright infringement. You can easily download any free pictures from the internet, then you put it in your ad to promote your company. However, some pictures have commercial use limitations. If you use this picture to promote your company without permission, you violate the producer copyright. So the producer can sue your company. Plan our programs. Using Facebook would increase your productivity. You can use Facebook to communicate with your client, and however, these messages from your client would distract you from working on a project, as you need to check your messages frequently and respond immediately, because you don't want to lose your customers. So you cannot focus on your project. As a result, your productivity is decreasing while you're checking your messaging frequently. Moving now to the cost. Professional services from such an accounting company spends a large amount of money on Facebook ads. As you can see, the Facebook ads cost about $13 per view or $1 per click to your company. Despite there is high expenses on Facebook ads, your company has a niche market, so if your ads can draw more customer attention, you will get a higher return on revenue. Finally, you may changes to maintain high quality content because you want to attract more people, so you need to consistently introduce interesting ads to attract more people because they are curious about anything that's new and interesting for them. So, however, creation is difficult, so you face challenges to maintain good content to draw more customer attention. I have told you about the risks and challenges. Now, Stephen will talk about the price.
Yes. Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking about the advice for Facebook, for the do's and don'ts for accountants like yourself. So first what we're going to start off with is the do's. So like every accountant, you need to make a company page. This is really key. It's a small step, but a big step at the same time, because it really shows who you are as a company. Some of the key points is, make sure I have a photo with all you guys up there. Show you're smiling. Show that people care about you. Show that you're a company that cares about its customers and that you're happy doing what you're doing. Give a little about section. Tell them who you are. They want to know who you are. They're your customers. You're going to work with them. They're giving you their money. So they want to trust you and know who you are. Next step, give the customer an incentive to visit your page. You guys are all on Facebook. You all know you're not going to go to some random company accounting page for no reason. So give them a reason to come. A lot of good reasons to do this, like Andrew was saying, have a contest. Say, share this and we will give you guys 50% off your accounting sales or your costs. Next step, install the Facebook widget on your company website. Really key step, doesn't take that long, but it allows a lot of your clients to go straight from your company website to your guys' company Facebook page. Next step, post a lot. By posting a lot, you guys gain everyone's attention. You're always on their news feed. They always consistently see your name. By seeing your name in their mind, they represent you with accountant. Lastly, like other pages. You don't want to be selfish. Just don't be that one accounting firm who only cares about themselves. By liking other pages, you show that you care more than just your own accounting firm. By also doing this too, other people will see that you like other firms. They'll see your name on their pages as well as mutual interest. Also, the other firms may like you back for thanking them for liking your page. Next up, the don'ts of Facebook. Don't act professional. That's a key thing that you don't want to do. Make sure you're professional, guys. We all know that anything you post on the internet will be there forever. Any comment, any post, keep in mind you're representing your company here, guys. Next up, keep everything that is said on your page. Don't do this. This is the key bit. A lot of people are going to write comments on your page. You don't want that. If it's negative, if it's something bad, if it's harmful to your company's image. Like I said, the next thing is ignoring your customers. If someone comments on your page and it's a good thing, or even if it's a comment, reply back. The customers want to see that you care what their input is and what they're saying. Next up, leave negative comments unattended. Like I was saying, everything that is said on your page, you don't want to keep it. So if there is a negative comment, either reply back saying, oh, I'm sorry to hear about your concerns, I'd be happy to address them, or just delete them. Sometimes not all comments don't have to be there. Just some closing remarks about Facebook. Low cost. Just as Joan was saying, Facebook isn't that expensive as long as you're not paying for your advertisement, so it can be pretty cheap. Next up, like Justin was saying in statistics, there is a slow growth amongst accountants. It's not really that high right now, but it can increase with people using it more. Also, as Tanvir was saying in his company examples, you need to know the 5 C's. This is really key in order to increase your brand awareness. Lastly, as Jasper was saying, you can have some legal issues. So make sure you know what you can and can't post and how to post them. Furthermore, it needs to be taught. Facebook is really simple, but at the same time, you need to know how to use it to your advantage so that way you get the maximum potential out of it. It can be the next step for accountants, but we need to focus on the positives of using Facebook for our advantage, and we need to all learn how to use it for everyone. Thank you guys, and if anyone would have any questions, feel free to ask them now. Yes, Tom?
So, was there any concerns that came up with, like, say, you wanted your company to be in the news feed of individuals who liked you, but also the fact that news feeds are filled with a lot of misinformation nowadays on Facebook? Is there a concern that you might, your image might get tarnished, or there might be some miscommunication because of these facts?
Well, I guess with any Facebook post, there's a bit of give and take. It is on the internet after all. So you just really need to be clear about what's going on in your Facebook page and the post. Like I said, you need to have someone monitoring it. That's a good thing. Is just keep someone in charge of the Facebook page. They know what's going on at all times. Yep.
So you said how don't keep everything on your page. If there's negative comments, either react to it or like delete it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go deleting negative comments though, wouldn't people call you up for hiding bad stuff essentially?
That's what I'm saying. If I wouldn't delete the negative comments, but anything that's inappropriate that doesn't deserve to be there on that page. If it's a negative comment about your company, I say address it rather than just delete it right away. Anybody else?